Hey again there, fellow collectors. Chris, thank you again for checking out this video. As I told, let's get right to it. Like I told a few people, was definitely getting this figure. This is the third incarnation of the Joker that we got from Suicide Squad from Hot Toys. I have the other two. I wasn't even going to get the tuxedo version until I watched D Knight's video, and his video convinced me to grab it. I don't know if he has his video out yet, but when he does, I'm going to put the link for his in my description as well at some point, because his reviews are great too, and it's going to be way better than mine. And he'll definitely show you some things that I normally don't do, because if you watch my videos, you know I don't do a lot of articulation and stuff like that. But what you will get out of me are some head swaps to show you what these things look like and some other on the other bodies. And I can't wait to put this head sculpt on the Asylum version, because the Asylum version for me is a great version, and a lot of people didn't like that for some reason, and I don't know why, but I thought it was great. Suicide Squad in general, like I've mentioned in previous videos, was paced really badly, but the Joker sequences and the Joker and Harley sequences for me saved the movie. Again, like I've said before, I wish they would have just made a Joker Harley movie. They really wasted their time in a way with the plot. It almost felt like it was going nowhere for me. I thought it could have been a lot better. A lot of people liked it. I did find it entertaining, again, but you know, I'm a movie nut. You know, I'm not ashamed to tell you when a movie is bad, even if I want it to be good. So the movie was definitely paced really badly. David Ayer did not do a good job as far as pacing that movie, but it's not entirely his fault either. I'm sure the script wasn't up to par either. It's a shame that Leto's not going to be coming back as the Joker. A lot of people are going to disagree with me. They hate him. Or some people hated him. They thought he wasn't a good Joker. You know, everyone was like, what is he, a pimp? You know, but I actually liked it. Although I thought his character was really dark. It had a lot of remnants and traits of some darker issues. Or not darker issues, yeah, darker characteristics of the Joker. If anyone out there has read Lee, I'm gonna jack up his last name, Bermejo, his Joker novel, phenomenal. And there are traits of that Joker and the Leto Joker from that book, and I absolutely love that story. It is by far my favorite Joker story ever. I've read comics since I was 9. I'm going to continue to keep reading comics. I don't have time to pick up the separate issues anymore, but I do pick up the trades when I have a chance, so I still do read. I am ridiculous when it comes to this stuff. But anyway, that's my favorite Joker story, so because there were a lot of traits of that in there, you know, people are going to be like, oh, he looks like a pimp, like what's going on? But you know what? He at essence, he was a crazy gangster, basically. That was one of the characteristics of the Joker. He was a very, what's a good word? Flamboyant, eccentric, insane clown gangster. I mean, and they interpreted him maybe a little bit differently from the comics in certain respects, but there was a lot for me, it was 90 to 95% influenced by the comics, the character itself. So that's fine for me. A lot of people may disagree. It's all good. You can put your hate comments in there and shoot me your angle and what you think about it, but hey, it is what it is. So anyway, Jay Sung, I believe, did the head sculpt on this. JC Hong, of course, did his excellent paint work. You get, of course, all the tattoos on this, which I'm going to show you. I'm going to rotate it around for you 360 degrees, and like I said, I'm going to pop some head sculpts on, and then, you know, we're going to go from there. As usual, you know, like, subscribe if you've liked the video, share with your buddies, your friends, you know, so on and so forth. So, you know, like I like to say, let's get to it and get to that wonderful head sculpt first. And there you go, people. There's the fantastic, in my opinion, head sculpt. It definitely embodies him. I think Sung recreated that scene perfectly. The detail is great. Again, if you hated the movie, then you know these words are lost on you. But I don't mind it at all. I think he did a great job. The paint application by J.C. Hong is fantastic. I think they recreated it in production very well. Very, very good. So any gripes that could be had, you know, feel free to comment You know, if you need to, if it's a valid gripe, then, you know, hey, just don't tell me you hate the movie. You know, there's a few people, we were talking about this in the forums. There's just a lot of negativity lately. You know, it seems like there's a lot of people, I don't know what it is, if it's just because some people aren't getting their figures on time or they're not releasing figures, but there's a lot of people in every forum anymore that they just rail. I mean, it seems like we collectors now in general, I've never been this way and I'll never be this way, but we complain, man. And again, I don't want to group myself in here because I don't do this that often. But when they'll come out Hot Toys will come out with a really great figure, collectors still complain. They find something to say that says it's, or pick at something that says, nope, it's not good, doesn't look like him. Like recently with Hot Toys' recent release of Han Solo. Probably one of the best figures that they've made as far as likeness to date. At least in my opinion. It's one of my favorites in my collection right now. And there were still folks in the forums, from Facebook to Sideshow Freaks, saying that it didn't look good, and I don't see Han Solo in that. I'm sorry, but those of you who are having those complaints, you're blind, man. I mean, I don't know what you're asking for, short of literally cutting this person's face off and putting it on a figure and saying, hey, look, there, are you happy now? I mean, it's just getting ridiculous, man. I mean, if there's quality issues or something on a figure, I can understand, you know, griping. You know, when you spend $200 or $300 on a figure, it should be practically perfect. Sometimes, though, with figures, that little clause, when they release a prototype that says production the actual piece may differ from the prototype, a lot of the times companies use that to deflect, and they are able to get around replacing anything. Sideshow may or may not be doing that with the Jason right now. You know, with with a lot of the complaints, there were some crooked chevrons. There was issues with the foot, and I'm hearing that they probably aren't going to be replacing the head sculpts, but they may do something about the shoe from what I'm hearing. But either way, you know, if there's quality issues, you know, you have a gripe. But I don't know. This is collecting, guys. We collect premium action figures. We collect high-end toys. Relax. Don't poke people in forums just to start arguments. You know, oh, the likeness is shit. You know what? Your face looks like shit too. You know, so whatever. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. I wish I had a beer, man. You know, it's earlier in the day, so I don't drink earlier in the day. It's Friday night. I'm recording this. I usually start banging them down like around 8 or 9 o'clock, and I like doing reviews when I'm drinking because I'm a lot funnier. And I say even more crazy shit. So, but either way, I think the head sculpt's great. I think they did a good job. You know, let me, now I'll show you the view from the front, you know, back and forth, or up and down, and, you know, so and so on. And I'm going to scroll down the figure now for you guys and show you accessories, some tattoos. I'm sorry if you hear some Iron Man blasters and sound effects in the background. That's my son, so he's taking after his father. Oops, sorry. But yeah, you get 3 chains, one a little bit shorter and thinner than the other. For some reason, the directions tell you to pop off the head sculpt and put them on. They go over the head very easily. I put them on, there was no problem. They're plenty big enough, but I guess you know, just in case they don't, Hot Toys doesn't want to be responsible for the idiots out there that will complain that they put the necklace on over the face and they nick the paint. You know, you'll have clowns that'll actually complain about that and give Hot Toys a hard time. That's just how it goes and how it happens. But anyway, 3 chains. Get all the hot tattoos over there. I think they did a good job. The Batman symbol with the blade through it over here. Joker over there, which I've covered up. The other one here. Him holding the hammer. And this is the exclusive version, by the way. So it comes with the cell phone, a switchblade, and I think the hammer. I think the hammer was also considered an extra. I think they should have gave you something else. I don't know. Sorry about that, but I think the exclusive accessories could have been, I don't know, maybe something else. I don't know. Got the mouth right there, have it a little bit covered up, but you get the idea. Pretty much embodies this incarnation of the Joker pretty well. Pants to shoes. I absolutely love the mouth on the on the boots. It's fantastic. Coordinates with the left hand as well, which I think the paint work on that is phenomenal. You know, Hot Toys, once again, for me, in my opinion, did a great job. I know there's those of you out there that hated this movie and thought it was shit and you're waiting for other figures, but like I mentioned, I like it. I like it. Alright, so that's pretty much the front of the guy. I'll rotate him around to the... Yeah, maybe we'll start with his left portrait first. Alright, so here's the left side portrait of him. Normally I would tell you, you know, he looks good from all sides. I don't remember really seeing him often in the movie laughing from the side. I mean, maybe a few times. I don't remember per se if it's absolutely spot on, but I think it looks good. I'm happy with it. You know, and going down, the tattoos over the left chest, left pectoral, as we like to say. The tattoo on the arm here. Joker again, the ha-has on the arm. Overall, I am very happy. Again, glad with the jewelry because joint covered. Awesome work on that tattoo of the hand right there. Really, really good. Really, really good. So I'm very happy with that. And going down some more. And the pants all look very good. I love it. It's like Batman pajamas or the yoga pants that he's wearing underneath of this. You know, it's kind of funny. PJs, whatever the hell, man. But overall, I'm very, very happy, as you folks hear me say from time to time. So that's the left side portrait, and now we'll do the right and then do the back just for shits and giggles. Here's the right side portrait. Oh, and I forgot to mention too on the that left side. I forgot to mention the joint. I'm sure some of you saw that, and we're like, "Oh my God, that's some decent gap." You can cover that up a little bit. It's not as bad on this side as you can see, but that other side is there's a lot more space. So if you pose from that side, just be cognizant of that and. You know, circumvent it any way you can. You know, most of us aren't going to be displaying him from his left side anyway. So, again, like I always say, there are people out there that complain, like they have, it's their middle name basically. So on forums and everywhere else, they will trash it and say it sucks just because of that, and because they hated the movie or whatever, man, or because it's not the figure that they're waiting for. But anyway, let's scroll down. Some of the other tats, you can see the Joker over there. Sorry if I'm not showing it to you. I'm just lazy. I don't feel like moving the jewelry out of the way. I will be putting on the coat though, so don't forget. I haven't forgot about that, so don't worry. Love the hand or the mouth, man. I love that open teeth, that paint of the mouth. It's awesome. It's a nice little touch. Nice little tats work. A little gold cheap plastic watch that you get. But covers up the joint, so it does a very good job. Oh, and please, folks, don't comment on my video telling me, oh my God, you've got this in the wrong hand, or this on the wrong part of this, or you don't have it posed, blah, blah, blah. This is not how I'm going to be posing my figure. I haven't taken shots yet. This is just for the review. So, back off, grow up, get a life. You know, I know there's too many people out there that want to harp and just, again, like to poke you just to start an argument. But I'm not that guy, because I will... engage you, and I act like an ass, so I'll kill you with kindness and still make you mad. So again, down the pants, tailoring's great. I thought he looked completely ridiculous wearing this outfit in the movie, but it was fantastic because that's what the Joker would do. He does not care. He is crazy. He's a maniacal madman in every sense of the word. So don't bitch. Sorry I have that arm in the way there. But I'll try to show it to you when I pose around to the front and give you a better shot of it, just for tattoo's sake. Alright, and let me show you the back, because there's some cool tattoos on the back as well. Here are his kick-ass tattoos on the back. And of course, you know, there are folks that are going to be like, you shouldn't have tattoos, Joker never had tattoos. This is a modernized Joker of today. I like the interpretation, I'm fine with it. I am fine with it. Detail just as good around the pants. I'm sorry, my son is down here talking to me. Again, this is what you got to do when you're a dad, so. But detail is great on everything, all the sides, tailoring, everything. Everything looks pretty good. Even from the rear. So, and let me show you around to the front and show you the tats on the side, the one that says God's Only Child, because it looks pretty badass. And here's the God's Only Child tattoo, which I think is badass. And yeah, I'm gonna flip him around to the front and put the jacket on and show you that dynamic now. Ooh, so here he is with the purple coat. In my opinion, this is what really brings the figure to life, in my opinion. You know, what is the Joker without his classic trench coat or some version of coat? Basically, I've seen him wear every type of coat from the comics to the cartoon. I mean, he's got some variation of a yellow coat on. I think at one point in the comic he actually had purple. He had a purple cape on, which had me cracking up. But as you can see, overall, man, it's the whole dynamic is killer. Totally killer. That's why you see a great detail on the jacket. And everything, in my opinion. Of course, like I said, if you didn't like the movie, you're not going to want the figure, so I don't know why you're watching the video. But either way, I am very happy. Here's one of the exclusive accessories that you get. You get the blade, the shaving blade, which I thought was a nice touch. But again, I feel like it needed something else. I don't really know what else they could have given you, but I thought it was great. I mean, between this figure and the tuxedo version, you pretty much got everything you need, to tell you the truth, as far as accessories. Love that paint on the hand, man. Love that mouth paint. And of course the cane, one of the other accessories, and I'll show you the other accessories as well really briefly, and then we'll swap some heads. But I'm very happy with this figure. Very happy. Overall dynamic of this figure is fantastic. And while we're up here, that right there is the diorama that everybody's been seeing at all the expos and the cons and hot toy events, and at Secret Base, that's the diorama that you get. I actually had somebody comment on the video telling me that I was saying diorama wrong. First I said diorama, I was wrong, and then I said diorama, and apparently that's wrong too. So I'll leave it up to you guys to complain and make fun of me for how I'm saying it, because apparently both ways I'm being told I'm saying it wrong now. So everyone kiss me ass. Here's the box, and we'll come down to the accessories. Get 2 gloved hands, 1 closed fist, 1 open hand. And then you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 interchangeable naked hands. And from my opinion, the paintwork on everything is good. You get the gun, of course, which I think, if I remember correctly, that did also come with the tuxedo version, so you'll have two. You get the cell phone, which is one of the exclusive accessories, and the hammer, which is the third exclusive, which I had them posed with earlier. So it scratches it for the accessories. And let's do some head swaps, shall we? I think that's going to be fun. Alright, so let's do the Arkham Asylum. Let's do this head sculpt on the Arkham Asylum and see what we get. Alright, here are all three together. I have obviously the purple coat head sculpt on the Asylum version, the tuxedo on the purple coat, and I have the Asylum version on the tuxedo. I think it'll look great, especially the Asylum, the purple coat version on the Asylum body. It looks phenomenal. It really does. I'm gonna have to buy another one parted out just to display him like that, because I think it looks incredible. So I'll zoom in a little bit and show you the dynamic of these guys with the different head sculpts, and we'll go from there. And then actually, honestly, I will close out from there, actually. Alright guys, here's the tuxedo, or the Asylum version on the tuxedo body. As you can see, it looks great. I'm going to be adjusting the exposure a little bit here and there, so if you see some changes in it, you'll know why. But I think it looks phenomenal. All the head sculpts interchangeably look great. That was Hot Toys' plan, I'm sure, from the very beginning, because they are money-hungry hookers. But anyway, I would do the same thing. Again, if you hate this movie and you're watching this video, then you're trashing all of it. So, again, I don't know why you're watching it. But either way, I think it looks great. Let's go on down to our Maniacal Madman down here. I think it looks phenomenal. It really does. The dynamic you get is really good. It's that scene where he's talking to Harley and he like leans forward and he's got that smile, man. It hits a home run for me. And last but not least, this is the tuxedo version on the purple coat version, obviously. And again, sorry for the changes in exposure, but I'm just trying to get this to where the detail comes through nicely and not overexpose it. So this is what he looks like. And as you can see, he looks great. I forgot to mention this before, but the hip joint, there is not one. So don't try and flex it too hard or go crazy with it, because you will break it. It doesn't have one. It's in the instruction booklet. I know some people don't read the instruction booklet, so consider this forewarning. Don't break your action figure. So just be careful. That was the one thing I did forget. But as you can see, I think it looks great. I really do. Hot Toys did a great job. So I guess that's really about it, man. Sorry for that out of focus there. I think I told you everything. If you got comments, feel free to ask me. I always forget stuff. I'm pretty good at that. So again, yeah, please ask me questions, and I'll try to answer them the best I can. Alright folks, I guess that's it. Keep on collecting. Love your hobby, love your figures. And I guess that's really about all I gotta say. So peace out. Deuces.